This high-growth agriculture stock could actually be an ARKX new space exploration ETF. I am so excited about this one. I was doing a lot of research and I found out that this agriculture stock was actually a very high-tech stock. It features autonomous driving, it features AI, it features deep learning, IoT. All of the technology is stacked on top of one another and they're trying to keep upselling it and keep it going, but they're also focused on space. So they actually are involved with NASA, they're involved with satellites and GPS. Hi Raylinaires, this is the Supergirl Investor Series where we save the world while making you wealthy, and we have a jam-packed one today that I need to talk about because I'm very excited about it. This is ticker symbol DE. Yes, this is Deere Company, the company that we all love. And I have two pieces of evidence showing that it could be in the next space exploration ETF that ARK Invest is supposed to come out with in March. So today we're going to be talking about Deere, what's in its pipeline, why it's so futuristic and the technology, why it's involved in space, and the two clues that lead me to believe that this will be in the ARKX portfolio. But if it's not, honestly, this company is a hyper growth company and ARK actually already invests in it. Now, a little bit about the Deere company, because they don't just make tractors, they're working on making autonomous tractors and making the autonomous technology through satellites and through GPS. They're working on precision agriculture, and they recently started last year in 2020 the CTO, which is basically where all of their technology comes together in one so they can focus on their technology stack and improve it. Also, instead of focusing on products, they're focusing on their production system, which means they have these mini little teams all over the globe who are actually researching and analyzing what goes into farming, all of the logistics, everything about planting and precision agriculture so they can better serve their customers. So it's a really great business model that they're just starting. They're looking into the future. So Deere is actually the Tesla of farming. All of their tractors, the CEO said that it was basically an IoT technology. So now that you're caught up with everything futuristic, a brief overview of Deere, let's go into the article that I was reading about NASA and how they use GPS with Deere to come up with autonomous tractors. Farmers have enjoyed self-driving tractors in part due to a partnership between John Deere and NASA's JPL. The GPS was still new in the mid-1990s when John Deere started using it to enable precision agriculture. The challenge was that uncorrected GPS can be off by up to around 30 feet due to data errors, drift in the GPS satellite's internal clocks, and inaccurate orbital parameters. Now, why this is so important with this 2017 article is that they have been trying to make it more precise, more accurate, and this is actually extremely valuable to the company. And the more they work with this technology that's revolutionizing the world, it started with the cloud, went to AR for the past 5 years. The more they can work with technology and new technologies come about, the more futuristic they can be, the more precise and accurate they can be with their equipment. So with this GPS and with this new technology that was in 2017, they have progressed significantly and they are closer with enhanced GPS and satellite features. What the company ultimately wanted was a system that could correct the signals with a high enough accuracy that GPS could be used to actually guide the tractor. The result was the real-time Gypsy RTG software, enabling highly accurate GPS navigation from anywhere in the planet. So after the initial GPS, they wanted to start something else, so they began developing a highly accurate self-guidance system based on the technique known as real-time kinematics, RTK. While it was accurate down to about an inch, the navigation system wasn't entirely reliable as its radio signal could go down or be lost. It was also pretty expensive and required the purchase of one or more signal towers. The company officially released the first Starfire receivers to tap into NASA's global network of ground stations and incorporate JPL's software, which it licensed. The agreement also allowed JPL to use John Deere's GPS reference stations, so they were partnering together. The system was accurate accurate down to 4 inches, John Deere could finally offer self-driving agricultural equipment to its customers worldwide. The RTG-based system could be coupled with John Deere's RTK solution for a feature called ARKX, which relied on the low drift of the corrected GPS signal to extend RTK quality accuracy for up to 15 minutes whenever the RTK radio link was lost, a common occurrence in the hills of many farming areas. AutoTrack was shown in several university trials to save producers on the order of 15 to 20% through efficiency and reduced input costs. Many customers also claim to gain improvements in yield of up to 10 to 15%, or crops that they produced, by better management techniques enabled by yield mapping and analytics used with that data. And in 2015, the NASA license that they had, they're now doing their own technology in-house. So they learned all of the techniques from NASA and they just let that license expire. And now they're learning all of that and bringing it in-house and using that technology, building on it, building better satellites, better GPS, better autonomous driving for their customers. The partnership improved John Deere's guidance to technology, but also served to help popularize the notion of precision agriculture, more accurate than the GPS on a military fighter jet. So that was a brief overview of the partnership with NASA and how they're now using it in-house, and they're using GPS and satellites for their tractors. They're trying to get to full autonomy, and this is just going to be a huge market with all of the technology that they're implementing. And they have a new AutoTrack, which is basically an IoT technology that they're using. So they're using pod implementation, which is basically all about technology to drive these tractors and make it easier for farmers, more cost efficient and more precise. The sensor package includes 3 sets of cameras, each that can produce a 3D image, and LiDAR, which emits infrared pulses and detects the reflection to see ahead. Combine that package with the GPS receiver already on many machines for Deere's AutoTrack system, says artificial intelligence can create a picture of a tractor and the world around it and drive that machine to finish a task. Right now, the goal for the technology is spraying orchards. That application offers a predictability important at this stage of development. So basically, they're combining a whole bunch of new technology to make it easier for their customers, which are the farmers. So now that we know about their contract with NASA and their partnership, and that they're bringing everything in-house and they're focused on technology and space technology, let's now jump into the deep end of the pool, because I found something that was really exciting. Now, I've been following Deere. It's actually in my long-term portfolio. I've been following Deere since last year. So I was just very interested in the company. I saw the trend line and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, very strong, very high growth, and it looks pretty consistent. It's taking on the same graph, especially through the past 3 months, as Iridium. Iridium might be going up, Stratasys might be going up, and Deere, all very different companies, might be going up because they all have one thing in common. I did a little bit of digging because ARK already has a space exploration mutual fund. Here are the top 10 holdings for the Space Exploration Mutual Fund in Japan as of December 30th, 2020. Number 1, Iridium. Number 2, Trimble. Number 3, Fleur. Number 4, Kratos. Number 5, Space. Number 6, JD. Number 7, LMT, of course. Number 8, Le Havre Technologies, Inc. Number 9, Stratasys. And number 10, Deere. So if they're already holding those in the Space Exploration Fund, I'm very curious to see if that will be in the ARKX fund. And again, if not, it doesn't really matter because it's a fantastic company. And this is exactly why you never judge a book by its cover. And it's where the future of agriculture, food, and farming is heading. So these are just two pieces of evidence, but I really would love for you to comment below. Let me know if I'm crazy, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about all of this evidence, about this company in general, because it blew my mind. And please let me know, of course, what other stocks you would like me to research and put on a video. Please like and subscribe to this channel so you can learn more about investing and investing news. Thank you so much for watching, and please save the world and be wealthy. Bye, Raylinaires!